Welcome to episode 131 of I Know the DJ, the original England podcast discussing all things DJing, music, nightlife, business, and pop culture. The unfiltered pins and full snacks.
Give me snacks, baby.
And Cammie V.
What's up, baby?
What up?
You see the tan?
You see the tan. Cammie, with I guess fortunately, unfortunately, did not join Boston, the rest of New England, the rest of the country world on the St. Patty's Day festivities. He's out in Florida.
That's right.
Looking real prosciutto right now, you know what I'm saying, with the nice tan.
True, no?
But the rest of us, the working people in Boston, coming off St. Patty's Day weekend, hell of a weekend every year. I'm getting old, starting to hurt. Was also Mason's birthday, Mason! Producer Mason's birthday this past weekend, and we definitely celebrated. It was a really, really good time. Happy birthday, Mason! I do actually before we continue on, I just want to say, abolish AI flyers. Just stop.
Abolish AI flyers?
Just stop.
I mean, I'm all for it, but anything specifically that you saw that made you draw the line?
I'm just seeing. It's like I'm seeing different flyers from all over the country that clearly are using the same AI or like the same prompts, so they all come out looking the same. So I'm seeing like all this crazy. So just stop. Just please. Hire and pay our creatives. They're great. They're great. They're talented. Please. I just want to say that. Now, continuing on. So this weekend, tough. And I did want to bring something up. And what I realized is how many variables are all in nightlife, and what could make a good night or a bad night or something that's mid, something that's usually good. I did an event that I've done many, many times, and it's always popping. This particular event sold out. Was at a venue for the first time, so we didn't really know much about the venue. I didn't know much about the venue. It was my first time there, and what ended up when I was doing my set, and I had probably I felt it was the best time slot. Popping, everyone was there, whatever, and started strong, and then there was a point where I was like, "There's just like multiple pockets of the room that are like that look miserable, that are not moving, that are like whatever," and I'm like. I'm playing big songs. I'm playing hits.
Crushing it right now, yeah.
And like there's people that are around me that are like, oh, having a good time. But then there's like big pockets of people and I'm like, yo, what's going on? And I started talking to Sid, just sent me the budget. Shout out Sid, big event producer, promoter.
Friend of the show.
And he came up to me, he goes, bro, it took a half an hour for me to get a drink at the bar. And I was like, oh, he goes, bro, impossible to get a drink. And he goes, and then he was like, and the sound system's really bad. He goes, there's certain parts of this room that you can't hear anything.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, goddamn. And I'm really trying to get creative and like do certain things and I'm like trying to make it a good experience. And I'm like, damn, they can't hear me. They're pissed about not getting a drink. They're not drunk enough. And then also, the room was freezing. So like it was a cold day. And what they did was like, I guess just to like not have to like use AC or like whatever, they just like shut everything down. So I remember when I first got there, like before it got really busy, and even I was cold. I'm someone that's constantly sweating. I'm always very hot. I was freezing, and so like I remember like seeing girls being like this, just like standing like in the crowd, and I was just like, okay. So you put all these things together,
yeah,
and I'm like, wow, like it really started affecting the set. It really started affecting the crowd, and really started affecting the overall experience.
Affects the crowd, which affects you.
Which affects me, yeah. And I remember one of the event producers, one of the promoters comes up to me, he goes, reel him back in. Like, he was really encouraging. But I was like, bro, I know I'm playing, like I've done events like this, like, many times. And, like, so I'm like, I know that this is supposed to work. And so me, like, I was getting anxiety. And, like, there are times, not every gig's your best gig or whatever. But I remember being like, wow, I have to work that much harder. And for me, there are just some obvious songs that I avoid. Because I feel like I'm better than that.
Sure.
But then I was like, fuck, I just got to drop these. And like, sorry. And it ended up like being okay, being fine. It ended up being a really, really great, successful event. But I was like, wow, how these little things can dictate the night, the DJ, and the experience. I don't know if you've ever experienced something like that or anything. I'm sure in the private wedding game, the private event game too.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, there's definitely a crossover there too. But yeah, I would. It's pretty funny that you said that. The first two things that made me think of like what could be causing that are lines at the bar, like unable to get a drink, because that really pisses me off.
Yeah.
And then bad sound systems, like both. And then that obviously explains everything that what you're seeing out there. There's just pockets of people that I'm like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, and and I'm dehydrated out here. I've had a drink in a half hour.
Yeah.
But it does make me think too of when you're event planning and you're a promoter, you know, there's certain things, there's certain skills of planning the right event and putting the right people together.
Yep.
But there's also another skill of being able to pair up that event to the right venue.
Yeah.
I think that's also like a really unspoken thing that not a lot of people talk about.
And that's why I think, especially for like certain markets, certain regions, like Boston being one of them, is like keep those good venues going.
Mm-hmm.
Support those really, really good venues that, you know, do really well. Their staff is you know, professional, enjoys what they're doing, and then those event producers that, you know, again are kind of are marrying the great DJ, the perfect venue, the right type of theme, putting it all together and making, you know, the experiences great. So, you know, I think it really, really does matter. And then even into the private event space, I know you do a lot of private events where like a lot of couples, you know, for weddings are like, you know, they're looking at maybe the optics of the wedding for maybe just the photos.
Right.
And it's like, yo, but really think about the type of people that you're bringing and maybe the DJ that you're bringing, and
Dude,
then how it's going to affect
the logistics and the flow of like weddings is also something that a lot of people like, you know, like you said, most people are more thinking about like the photo ops and everything like that. But, you know, there's some things too, like a good example, right? So there's some venues that the bar isn't in the same room. Which is a massive, like, that could massively impact the dance floor. If, like, you want to have a good dance party, you don't want the bar too far away. You don't want the bar right on top of the dance floor because then there's a line of the dance floor interrupts it that way.
Yeah.
But you don't want it, like, on the other side of the venue where, like, people always going to the bar. You know what I mean?
I did this really, really big, like, this insane mansion in Newport. It was beautiful. I did this wedding last year. And, it was, like, the main room where dinner was, and it was a band and a DJ, a band and me, but then there was 3 bars just in the next room, and it was like, you know, glass door so you could see them,
right?
But then that bar room had like a full open wall to like this gorgeous lawn, and it was just beautiful. It was a beautiful summer day, and I remember, you know, when it was time for the band to play, everyone leaves, empty room. Like, and where we thought we were there, you know, as a band, they were gonna come out with a bang. I forgot what song it was, and I remember just being like, oh my God. And then eventually just the older people came in.
Right.
And then it was time for this transition to me, and I'm trying to come out with a bang. All the old people leave because they're like, we don't want to hear this fucking loser. And I'm like, fuck. And I look over, and all the bars are filled with younger people. But then I think once the younger people realized that the older people were back, which meant that I was on, they all start coming. So it was just very weird. And like that's just a perfect example.
Tug of war of like who's pulling certain demographics on the dance floor.
Another thing for private event people is lights. So like again, you're looking at the venue, be like, oh, it's so beautiful, it's a waterfront, or like it fits this many people, or maybe it's cheaper, or whatever. And when it comes down to like getting your entertainment package, or maybe getting lighting, getting sound, one of the questions I always ask, I'm like, do you know what the in-house light system is like? Mm-hmm. And they're like, no, I have no idea. I'm like, of course you know, because you didn't think about it. I'm like, even the difference between having a light switch and a dimmer can like be catastrophic to the party that you are envisioning having and always envisioned having throughout your entire life.
Bro, that's a veteran question, to be honest.
And then I should have a podcast.
Yeah, I know.
Because of this, right? Like I remember that there was a venue where it was only a light switch, and they did not get a lighting package, right? I told them, I was like, you should get lights. They're like, no, we don't need them. I'm like, okay, cool. And then it was time to party, and the venue looks like a hospital. It's bright fucking white lights everywhere.
You can't turn them off.
And you can't turn them off. And they were like, and they come up to me, they're like, can you do anything about the lights? I'm like, bitch, I don't have lights.
Right.
You say you didn't want lights, and you said that this shit was gonna be cool because the place is beautiful, and it's beautiful. But guess what? They can't turn off the lights. We grab the event coordinator. Can we turn off the lights? No, we can't turn off the lights because the bus people, the bar back, they're going around picking up plates. They have to see someone's gonna trip.
Right.
We cannot turn off the lights.
It's gonna
be pitch black. We can't.
Yeah.
So now everyone is timid because like no one wants to get crazy because it's too fucking bright.
Oh my God.
So even if they just had a dimmer. You know what I'm saying? Like, or if you could turn off the lights and then we light up the room.
Yeah.
These little things,
bro,
man.
It's funny too because obviously Vanessa and I are getting married in 2027, and when we were touring venues, we were like asking those types of questions, like, is that on a dimmer? Like, how low do the lights go? Blah 100%. Blah blah. So these are it drastically impacts. Like, if you want an epic dance party, these are the things that you need to think about.
And so sometimes DJs, it isn't you. I promise it isn't you. It isn't always you, and you can do a lot to help and save, but sometimes there's things that are just working against you, and that's just kind of the name of the game. And adjusting is what makes good to great. I had a question. Someone DM'd me, really big questions, and I love getting these big questions.
Mm.
Shout out everybody that reaches out. My this topic here is two-pronged. Okay, so I kind of need y'all to follow. And the two prongs are the distinction between DJ and artist, and then DJing as a hobby and a career. Those are the two prongs, because at this point and where DJing is right now, those are kind of the two generic paths that people are trying to decide what to take, and then within those paths, there's other paths in which you can take as well. So the distinction between DJ and artist, right? So now more than ever, right? Producer DJs, DJs that produce, whichever, the chicken, the egg, we don't know which one comes first, but there's a lot of producers out there, and that are, okay, do I DJ a lot because I'm supposed to be DJing and I want to make money, or do I stay home and produce, work on the hit song, work on the song that's going to get me there, work on the social media post and whatever. So do I step back on DJing? Do I put in the man hours into producing, getting better?
They're completely different buckets of time.
Completely different buckets of time. I always say, people are like, why don't you produce? And I'm like, one, I just don't have that part of the brain that is elite. I think my DJ brain is elite. My production brain isn't.
Yeah.
But I think if I put in the same amount of man hours over the last 13 years that I put into DJing, into producing, I probably would have got good at some point.
Right.
So who knows, right? But how do you make that distinction? And because I know that there's some people that make the distinct move to be like, to say no to gigs and be like, no, I want to stay home and work on this craft. But as a DJ, you might look on social media. We're out here on the podcast. I'm like, DJ as much as possible, post as much as possible, right? So which one is it? And I think coming up with that distinction as early as possible can save you a lot of time, a lot of effort, and can get you to where you want to go earlier.
For sure.
I consider myself a DJ. You know what I'm saying? I got into producing recently, got into making edits and stuff, into DAWs recently. But my thing is DJ. I'm okay and happy with playing other people's music.
Yeah.
That's what I like doing. I love being able to put other people's music that maybe not is supposed to be together and work. I like being able to look at a crowd of people, break it down, and be okay, I know how to make the move. That's what I like doing, and that's why I DJ. But there are some people that want to become the artist, want to have the hit song, want to be, the headliner, main stage, festival artist. And that's great too. Yeah. And DJing is going to help them, is going to catapult them to do that, and is allow them to perform. Which one are you? Right? Make that distinction. And if you want to be the artist, work on that craft, work on production, work on building your, persona, your artistry. Those are the things that you should consider. And I think I'm curious to see the people in the chats if anyone's struggling with that. I know this person was struggling with that. And on the flip side, DJing as a hobby versus career.
Yeah.
So they're like, I want to take this seriously and I want to do it full time. And I was like, okay. So this person currently has a part-time job and is finishing school. Okay. At the end of the day, we have to survive.
For sure. You got bills.
In this economy.
You got to eat.
Got to eat. All right. And my question was like, okay, is your goal, even if it's just right now versus long-term, right? Is it to make as much money as possible? Is it to get as many gigs possible? Is it reach? Is it money? Is it social media growth? Like what is the goal?
Yeah.
And you need to take a moment to really distinguish that, right? If your goal is I want to get as much bread as possible, probably go private events, probably go weddings, right?
Yeah.
I want to get as much bread as possible. You depending on your market, $1,000, $2,000, $4,000, $10,000 more on these weddings, right?
But then also too, that's more of an upfront investment because you need all your own equipment, unless you join a company. But that's also a massive upfront investment in yourself.
So if it's money, it might be that way, right?
Mm-hmm.
If it's reach, okay, maybe a combination of the social media stuff, being out there, getting out there in front of my thing with reach is, I want to DJ in front of I want to do as many different types of parties as possible so I can get in front of many different types of people as possible. And then that has allowed me to and travel, right? And now I'm getting in front of different people that way as well. My thing is reach and money. And so that's one thing. But and then if it's money, okay. How do you get there?
Right.
So I asked him, I go transparently, what rates are we doing right now? And how many gigs a month are we doing right now?
Right.
He was like, I get around $200 a gig, and I have like 5 to 10 gigs a month right now. And I was like, okay, can you live off of that? He was like, no. Okay, I don't think you could.
Yep.
I don't think you could.
Yeah.
So if your goal is to live off of that, you should triple the pay and double the gigs. That should be your goal for the next 6 to 12 months. However you do that, if it's networking, if it's connecting, if it's whatever, that should be your goal. Because to me, that is what leads to, being able to sustain yourself, pay rent,
being sustainable,
being sustainable,
self-sufficient. But yeah, in doing that too, right? Like, I mean, you're 100% right. But there's also specific things that you probably need to do to be able to get there. It's like, it's one thing to be like, yeah, I want to work double the amount of gigs and get paid triple of what I'm making right now. But, there's things that we talk about on the show all the time, like opportunity cost is massive. Like, I mean, coming up, I would forfeit my lower paying gigs to get paid nothing to open up for people that want
get me the higher paying stuff later.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's an investment in yourself in your future to get yourself in those rooms that ultimately will pay you more.
Yeah. Saw it in the comments. Shout out everybody in the comments. We got some people in the comments. Chris is back. Saw it over here. Said I think always go back to the reason why you were inspired to start this journey, and use that to move forward, because that's where your passion truly lies. I think that's very well said. Why did you start? Because again, even intentionality, right? Because there are DJs. Let's be very real. There's some DJs that start because, I want a side hustle job. So it is just a side. It is just a hobby that I can make some money off of, and that's cool. Right. So I only need 3 gigs a month. Right. Make some extra bread. It's cool. I like it. I enjoy it, and that's fine, and that's great. And there's plenty of people that do that, and that's great. There's some DJs that I just want bitches. I just want to be around women. I just want to be in the club doing my thing. Like, social media, they see me with the short. Like, that exists too. Right. And that's fine. So maybe it's reach. Maybe you work a sales job during the day, and that allows you to get in front of more people. Like whatever it is, right?
Yeah, right.
But the intention is what ultimately drives the longevity, the sustainability. Because then there are times where I see people and they're like, I want to do this full time. I'm like, okay, are you willing to potentially starve for a few months? Are you willing to have your back against the wall? Because at the end of the day, I tell people, they're like, oh, like, you're doing so well, whatever. At the end of the day, what we do is freelance work.
Right.
A pandemic might come and knock all my shit off, and now I'm broke.
Fair. It happened.
It happened.
It happened.
And I was not popping. I didn't get a haircut for like 8 months. I was horrible. But it's very real. And there are times where, there's some months popping. Some months where I'm like so exhausted. I got fucking St. Patty's Day and I'm fucking dying. My back hurts. And I'm like, but at least I'm making the fucking money, because next month something might happen.
Right.
It's freelance work, right?
Yeah.
But to be in that position, how does that happen, right? One, time. Time. Been doing this 13 years. You've been doing this similarly 10 plus years.
Yeah, probably 11.
So it's building the Rolodex, building the opportunities, the network to be like, okay, like, I can get this gig here. I got one today. I got one university, the festival end of the year gig, because my sister goes there. She put me on. Shout out Emma. Network. Just things that you're like, okay, I'm in front of these people when they are like, hey, we need a DJ. Hey, I know one. That takes time.
Right.
So when you're coming out and you're like, where are my gigs? Bro, people don't know you yet. You don't even know that you DJ yet. Let alone know people that can book you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So time, right? Then marketability. That's a whole other thing, right? Discoverability. We talked about that last show. Is it online discoverability? Is it just within your local market? Are you the man? There's some people that are just the man, and they're like, hey, how do I make money on this shit? I can start learning how to DJ. I know a lot of people. I can get put on like that. I've seen it. You know what I'm saying? So really understand and distinguish that. But then on the flip side, there's people that I know that, again, saying no to gigs, right? Where I know this DJ who this guy, he actually called me today. He goes, tell me if I'm bugging. He goes, we were looking for a specific type of DJ. We hit up this person. They said the only way I do it is it was for like a fashion show or something. They're like, I need $600 an hour, and it needs to be this controller that I'm not going to provide, that you have to provide on site. Like, I'm not bringing shit. That is just for me to be in the building, right? And he was like, yo, you think they were bugging? And I go, listen, bro, It's a combination of a few things. I go, yes or no, they are a newer DJ. He goes, yes. I go, okay. The chances are that person learned on that rig and can't play on anything else. So if you want them to play, it has to be on their terms.
Right.
Why are they charging that much? Because they don't want to do your event. So
That's
again,
kind of what it boils down to.
So they're basically saying no to you. The only way they'll do it is at this rate, and it has to be on their terms.
Right.
Right. So and then I was like, give me their page, and I'm going through the page, and I actually knew who they were, and I was like, they clearly do a very specific type of event, and they want to be in that niche, be a leader in that niche, and that means they're gonna want to say no to a lot of the other shit, the other noise.
Right.
And maybe that allows them to be high up on that vertical.
Right.
So like for some open format dudes, like we might be like mid tier along multiple verticals. They might want to be on a very high level in one vertical.
Mm-hmm.
Again, different strokes for different folks. You know what I'm saying? But then you can charge more in that vertical.
Right.
So you might be losing money up front. You might be saying no to gigs and losing gigs, but hey, I'm gonna be the person in this vertical.
And sometimes charging that much is like, hey, this is I don't want to do it, period, obviously, but I'll wipe my tears with the money if you say yes to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Question: the real or deal? Do you think someone who works a full-time job can be considered full-time? That's an interesting question.
Do you think full-time DJ?
Someone who works a full-time job, can they still be considered a full-time DJ? I would say yes, because you can have two full-time jobs. Like I know people that work 2 40-hour jobs, and for whatever reason, family or whatever.
Yeah.
So I would say yes, but I think that's very difficult. I can't do it. I DJ full time because and there was a time where I worked in corporate for 5 years and stuff, and to me, to do what I do at the capacity in which I want to do it / do it now, it required me to quit my job. A lot of traveling, stuff like that.
Yep.
So it's possible. I think, again, when we look back at what the goal is, so if you're like, hey, I want to be a producer DJ that does festivals and like big stuff, if you look at their schedules, they're doing 8 gigs a month. They're getting bags off of each one, and to them, that's full time.
Right.
For the working DJ like myself, I'm doing 20 to 30 a month. You know what I mean? So it's like, it depends, I would say. I
mean, I think I was in an interesting situation as well because I was, and I still do physical therapy for those that don't know. I still do physical therapy, but I was doing PT full time, and then I was also probably doing like 2 to 3 gigs a weekend, and then COVID hit, and honestly, like, it was for the best that I still had the PT job because obviously healthcare, like, it was still a necessity. So I was able to fall back on the PT, but then once COVID came around, once COVID ended, I then was DJing more, and I was making more, so to speak, during my side hustle, that it was like I wasn't able to juggle both anymore. Mm-hmm. So then I had to make like a pretty smart decision, in my opinion, to just do the DJing full time and then drop down my PT hours like way down.
Yeah. And so because and DJing is dynamic in the sense that like you can do less for more. You can do more for less.
Right.
So if you reach a point where you're getting fucking 2 G's a booking, why would you do 20 if you don't have to?
Right.
Maybe you do because you're like, yo, I'm just, I'm 25 and I got the energy and I can do it.
I got the time.
But you also, but then you might be 40 with 2 kids at home, and you're like, okay, doing 5 gigs for 2 G's or whatever is good supplemental money, and I'm okay with that. So it really just depends. Where are you? Excuse me, your market, what you got going on personally. You know what I'm saying? But I think something that a lot of DJs want to know is like, how do you push rates?
Right.
I think I know like Boston, where we're located, like I feel like has some kind of an industry standard, kind of like a range of like, I would say like $100 range of like what most guys are getting. But EJ said in the comments, you already know it's value. Big theme in the show. What, like, I would say this. All right. Super game. Ready? I know a lot of DJs are DMing people, sending out messages, sending out EPKs, sending out mixes, whatever, which you should be doing, right? To get more gigs, right? Now we're talking more for less, okay? If someone reaches out to you, inbound leads, right? business terminology, inbound leads. Now you have leverage. Yeah. They sought you out for whatever reason.
You have a service that they want.
You have value that they specifically wanted. So maybe you're an Afrobeats DJ, and we got this Afrobeats event, and we heard that you're the best Afrobeats DJ, so we need you. Cool. Great. Awesome. You need me, so that means let me push it $50, $100, whatever you need to do, whatever you think is necessary. Now you're pushing rates, right? Maybe they say yes. Maybe they say no. Maybe you negotiate, you find a number that works, right? But now you're starting to push, and now maybe you're like, fuck, maybe I should stick with this Afrobeats niche and become the person in that vertical where now I'm only going to do Afrobeats parties because I'm really good at it, I understand it, and I have the best crowd for it, so now I can push rates in that vertical, in that niche.
I'm one of the most sought-out guys in that vertical.
Yes. So, but then there are people that can, like, you know, adapt anywhere, or they have a big presence, or they have a big following, or they're fucking dating a Kardashian or whatever the fuck, and they just want to be, that is their value, right? So then you can start asking for this, asking for that, and then it starts building. It starts building. Trust me, guys. You can start pushing these rates at some point. Don't be a fucking dickhead and, oh my God, I got 3 big whatever. I opened for one artist because I got lucky and like whatever, now I can push. No, don't be a dick. Be realistic. Negotiate and see where the leverage is. Again, if they're seeking you out, different leverage than if you are sending. Don't send a DM begging for a booking, and then when I give you the rate, you're like, no, I need this. Okay, well, we don't need you because I didn't know who you were 5 minutes ago.
Right.
You know what I mean? So don't be a fucking idiot. Don't be a fucking dick. So that's like that is big on you know, pushing rates. Traveling. I think like if you start traveling and getting bookings out of the city, out of state, out of your market, whatever the case is, it shows your market, hey, I don't need all y'all because I got someone over here, you know, kissing my feet, rubbing my feet, and giving me what I need. I mean that us. So
you like a little foot play, don't you?
I do. So it's like, okay, one, it shows growth. It shows value. It shows that people want you in other places instead of just the place that you went to high school with and all your high school buddies come to. It shows that you can rock a room, you can rock a different market, X, Y, Z. And they're most likely, usually when you travel, if you're not getting more money, then you're doing something wrong. When you travel, you're probably going to get more money. And then if you kill it and establish that relationship and you can get that 1 gig or 2 gigs, maybe that owner owns multiple venues so you can get a whole weekend. If you can get that once a quarter, right? Now those are 1 to 4 gigs that you don't have to worry about back in your own market. You know what I'm saying? And then now you're building that in another market and whatever. So now you're traveling a little bit. Now you can come back to your original market and be like, listen, this is what I'm getting over here. I can just keep going back to them and they can keep showing me love unless you up your price too. Oh, fuck. Okay, and now it's supply and demand, basic economics, business terminology. This isn't that different. You know what I'm saying? Selling yourself, value, product, market, like fucking demographic. Put those things together, and when you start looking at your DJing as a business, you'll be shocked of what changes. You'll be so shocked at what changes, bro.
Yeah. Hey,
fuck, I'm getting hot,
dude. Yeah, that was bars. Come on now, drop the bomb, would you?
DJ Cammy V.
Wrong
Give
one.
me snacks, baby.
There you go. Shout out PDX DJ Jared in the chat. He said, Cammie, props on the Connor drop in the set. That was good. Appreciate it, bro. And he said, I'm 40 with 1 kid and still average 15 to 20 plus mobile / private events a month, mainly because I want to push, get bread for my family, invest and have fun and enjoy during my slow 2 to 3 off-season months. Mm-hmm. That's also something too, actually. That's a really good point because as DJs, you should probably know as well when your slow times are. Like, I know when my slow months are, especially like during the winter, like December, January, because we obviously being in Boston, we're very college dependent market. Mm-hmm. Okay. And also there's not a lot of weddings happening in December, January. So, you know, it's something that they don't teach you about in DJ school. Is how to.
This is a DJ school.
This is DJ school. Yeah. Welcome to But I Know the DJ School. How to save your money. How to save your money during those slow months if you're not getting gigs.
Yeah.
Dude, you okay over there?
I'm sorry. Continue, sorry.
No, that was the point. The point is like you have to be financially literate in order to survive the slower months in your schedule. I think that's a really good point.
There's a lot of DJs that I'll meet, and they have no LLC, So if you reach a certain point in terms of, okay, you're like, okay, I want to earn this much more money DJing, right? And now we're back in my day. Everything was cash, bro. Didn't have to worry about shit. You know what I mean?
No Uncle Sam knocking at your door,
dude. And now,
the tax man cometh now.
And now they're throwing W-9s at me, and they're throwing 10, and I'm just like, fuck, bro. Oh my god, dude. So, but that LLC, you know, mine. I'm literally Snax LLC. It's simple, just DJ name. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And that allows you to have a different. You know, you have your social security. Then you have your, EIN, FEIN number, which is your tax ID number for the business specifically. Now you can do expenses, you know what I'm saying? So like I have certain cards that are specific to DJ only expenses. So I have an Amazon credit card, for example. Oh, yeah. Everything I buy on Amazon is a cable, a fucking wire, a fucking RZA, like it's a bunch of bullshit. So now when it comes to when I do my taxes, it's all there. And I know that those are expenses. Uber is specifically on a card. So I know the Uber expenses. So there's a little thing because I know there are people and they're like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, oh my god, bro. Again, treat it like a business. When you take it seriously and treat it like a business, you would be shocked of how things just start turning, the wheels start turning, and things just kind of start falling into place.
Bro, not for nothing too, especially if like you own things in life, like house, car, etc. Not having again, there's not really a lot of liability as a DJ, but there were some things that have happened recently in the city that I was like, oh man, like I hope that DJ had an LLC. If, you know, like some crazy shit happens in a club and the people in the club try to come after you, you know, at least with the LLC, like you're protected from like they can only come after the LLC. They can't come after personal assets and stuff like that. So having that blanket and peace of mind is probably well worth the yearly LLC fee, in my opinion. Yeah,
for sure. And those are certain things that, again, if you want to go the full-time route, these are big things that you need to really, really consider, because that is your income, and how you maneuver that and how you're making sure you're staying on top of that, how you organize that becomes very, very important, because like Cammy's saying, when Uncle Sam's knocking on your door.
Tax man cometh.
Yeah. DJ Toomey, very successful DJ in our space. Check him out if you haven't. He says, treat your expenses like how you should treat your crates. Get organized. God damn it.
That's a bar. That's a fucking bar.
Why should these business people pay you when you don't even know like what's going on? You know what I'm saying? So, and you'd be shocked, like same, like when you have, I remember Real P said this when he was on the show. He was like, if you start doing like corporate events. So like I've done events for Nike, I've done events for Adidas, I've done events for some pretty awesome people, and when you come correct and you're like invoice done, like, you know, all the paperwork done, you don't even gotta ask for it. I already know because I've done this before. I've been here before. You look that much more professional. The fucking accounting person loves you. The project manager or the event person loves you, and they're like, okay, we want to book this guy just that much more because he's easy to work with. He's professional. He has his business shit. His ducks in a row. You'd be shocked, guys. I swear. More comments from your boy.
He said, DJs don't realize how much of our daily life purchases we can write off, one registered as a business, or spend the time to research the tax code for additional write-offs. I mean, that's 100% fact. Luckily, the Italians, my Italian family, about like 80% of them are accountants. So I have a lot of financial tax advice. And my brother, who's also an accountant, he drew up like this unbelievable... Bro, the things this kid can do on Excel is actually fucking crazy. Does anyone know how to use Excel out here?
Dude.
Chat.
Dude, absolutely.
Excel might be...
I'm a DJ for a reason, dude.
Bro, Excel might single-handedly be the hardest thing you could possibly do.
But if you're like nasty at it, you can get work anywhere.
Greg is fucking... He like tested... I know on... shit. What's like the professional Facebook? What do people...
LinkedIn?
Yeah.
That was such a DJ question.
Dude, that's actually wicked funny.
I haven't updated my LinkedIn in years,
yeah,
dude.
So what's professional Facebook is hilarious. Bro. Yo,
DJ Cammy
you can take tests on LinkedIn for your profile, and he tested in like the top like half percentile for fucking Excel. Dude, the kid's a wizard. But long story short, bro, I can't look at you right now. Long story short, he was able to draw up this expense spreadsheet for me So when it comes time to do my taxes at the end of the year, I just pop it all in. It's all itemized. It tells me how much.
That's hot.
Bro, it's fucking amazing. Calculates my miles. Bro, life is good.
Oh, really?
I'll put you on.
Yeah, dude.
Bro,
send me,
honestly,
send me the fucking.
Yo, I'll send it to you. I'll send you the template. But honestly, maybe I'll plug Greg. DJs, hit me up. Maybe I'll get you a discount.
You need a tax guy?
We
know a tax guy.
Yeah, we know a guy. We got a guy for that.
DJ _ Henny _ hey, let's meet up sometime. Having a W9 on my DJ laptop to airdrop to first gig clubs night of is the best thing I've done. Yeah, have it handy.
100%.
Have it ready to go. Airdrop, email, like name it something real easy. Because again, this year, the last 2 years is the most. Hey, send me a W9 I've ever gotten. I'm just fucking letting them fly like I'm fucking Gambit, dude. I'm fucking letting that shit fly. Put the template on Patreon.
Who said that?
Dude, the real ordeal. That's hilarious.
That's actually wicked funny.
Dan Mateus, DJs could write off the photographer media guy eyes at EJ. Yeah, I mean, you'd be surprised at the things that you can write off.
Dude.
That like you're just like paying for. You know what I mean?
100%.
All the fucking 360 cams I have, wrote that bitch off. Laptop, wrote that bitch off. EJ?
You're just going to write me off like that? What the hell?
EJ, I'd never write you off.
I'll never write you off.
Except on my taxes.
Yeah, yo, facts. Big facts. That's good. So anyway, that was some business talk, some real business talk. Shout out to those who were like inquiring. Shout out to those in the comments. There's real, like, again, just shit I wish I knew when I was coming in.
Bro, this is crazy free game over here.
Yo, before we move on from this, I did have a bit of a strat for like increasing your prices that I think works really well. Back in the day, someone told me it's in terms of like pricing, you can always go down, but you can never go up when it comes to like quoting people, especially first time clients, right?
Yeah. I definitely do that.
So like
I definitely do that.
In terms of a DJ, right? Let's say to DJ just like an hour event, you're at a point where you're getting like 400, right? And you want to increase that price. Next time a new client comes to you, quote them like six.
Yeah.
And then if they say, "Oh, that's too high," well, now you have wiggle room. Yeah. And it's
I
and
do.
they,
I
they
do
don't
this
know,
all the time.
but it's above your floor.
Right.
I do this all the time.
And maybe you'll even
be
get
shocked.
500.
You'll be shocked. You'll be shocked. Like some people are like, you know what? Like let me talk about it. And they're like, yo, deal.
No
and
problem.
I'm like,
sweet.
And now
you have
so now you have that, like let's say you go crush it, like everyone, I have the talent but I just don't get the book. Let's say you get the fucking booking, you better have the fucking talent, like you've been saying it on the fucking comments for the last fucking year. You go up and you kill it. Now you can go back to that because they want to work with you and you're still gonna get that rate. And then if you kill it 3 to 5 more times, hey, they're asking again, they're calling you, hey, we'd love to have you back, like when can you come back? Yo, I've done this a few times now, love working with y'all are great, I think I kill it every time, I need 7. You know what? You're right. Every time you're here, you're talented, right?
We're making so much more.
Next thing you know, you're making double.
But back to what I said earlier, right? Now, so that let's say that was the, let's say you live in Boston and that was the New Hampshire gig, right? And now you're like, okay, every other week I'm going to New Hampshire and they're paying me double plus than my Boston gig, so it's worth it, whatever. And now your Boston gig is calling you and they're like, yo, like 400, and you're like, no, because over here I'm getting this, like my rate's gone up. Price has gone up. Yesterday's price, not today's price. Oh shit, for real? Yeah, bro. Okay, cool. Can we at least do 5? Now your rates are up. You do that over a year, right? Now you don't take $400 gigs no more, right? Because everyone else is whether someone's a 5, someone's a 6, someone's a 7, whatever. But you don't take 400 no more.
And then when you start doing those $500 to $600 gigs, now you start to see the light on the other side of the tunnel into the $800 and $900 gigs, and it just keeps stacking.
Going. As long as you're doing your job of performing, showing the value, and
value.
Gotta love EJ.
Then it's all just gonna keep going. So absolutely great stuff, EJ.
Never write off EJ.
And never write off EJ. I think that if we've learned anything in this show, it's never write off EJ. That was great. That was fun. You know what's even more fun? That I love when we do
games.
Games.
I love games.
Love playing games. Cam, you want to take this one away?
All right, guys. Here we go. It is time to draft. And you know what? When I think about music, there's more than just listening music on its own. Driving in the car, waking up in the morning, go to the gym. Dude, I also associate music a lot with movies.
Yeah.
Bro, think of some of the best soundtracks and movies of all times.
Oscars was this weekend.
Oscars, there you go. And they have a category in the Oscars for score. Is that
for
what
the
you call it?
soundtrack to my life?
There you go. So we will be drafting the most iconic songs from movies.
So I have a question because we were talking about this. This can go two ways, right?
It can.
So is this best song made for a movie or song that is like so good that it makes you think of it like you can't think of the movie without it?
Both. I think both. I think, there's certain songs that are strictly associated to with like a certain moment in a movie.
Right.
Like that counts. And I think there's a few obvious ones too that will probably get drafted of like, yo, this guy or a girl cooked like a soundtrack for a movie and like it's just super solid.
There's a lot I have in mind right now. Who we flipping for this? What are we doing?
EJ, can you flip a coin on your phone?
Snax, you go first because I think Cammie went first last time.
Hey, there you go. I go first. Ooh!
Oh boy.
I think I'm gonna take what is at least in your top 3. So we're doing top 5?
Yeah, we'll do top 5.
All right, this is the top 5 most iconic songs in movies. And I think I'm really going to take this away from you. I feel bad, but I also don't.
Oh, you bastard. I already know where you're taking.
I'm going to take Bill Conti's Gonna Fly Now.
Oh.
The Rocky theme. Give me Gonna Fly Now from Rocky as my one.
That's pretty good.
Was that not what you were thinking?
No.
Oh, shit.
Because there's another one from that movie that's also equally as iconic.
The same movie or the same franchise?
Same franchise, not the same
Is
movie.
it Hearts on Fire?
Don't worry. I'll save it. I'll put it in my back pocket. We'll save it for later. Right. Because my number 1 pick, which is absolutely the 1-1, My Heart Will Go On from the Titanic. Give it to me. 1-1. Easy.
I see what you're doing.
Easy.
You're here. Yeah, damn, that's Celine, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I see what you're doing. So it's crazy because my mind immediately goes Disney, but that's all just soundtracks that are made.
Bro.
You know what I mean?
I mean, again, like I said, that when I was talking about some soundtracks, what's the chat saying? What we got in the chat?
Sat's comment got me thinking of a few that. There's a damn. We're only doing 5.
Yeah, bro. Come on, we gotta draw the line somewhere. We gotta have some good lists out here.
I know we got time. I don't know. Okay, I like my 1-1 because I love Rocky. If you guys know me, I love the Rocky movies. My Heart Will Go On was big. Okay,
you bastard. Don't take the other one.
See, the thing is
you gotta have some diversity.
I always feel like I always feel like I'm eating, and then the comments are always like, and then I get anxiety. Ooh, yeah. The comments are kind of going off right now. Okay, I'm gonna do this because iconic Americana. Classic. Everybody knows this song. Every fucking child sings this at some point in elementary school for the recital. Give me Over the Rainbow from The Wizard of Oz. Somewhere over the rainbow. No? That didn't eat? We're not fucking with that? Chat? No? Are you serious? The Wizard of Oz? That shit didn't eat? EJ.
Nah, I think it's a popular one. I just think it's not like a banger. Like I'm not listening to that.
You ever heard the what's his name? The ukulele version?
Yeah, but that
shit. Oh,
no.
I'm crying, bro. What are you talking about?
That's like a different rendition. Like that version isn't in the movie. Yeah. You know what I mean?
But
bro,
I think that still lives in the it counts. It's in there.
I think I don't know.
God damn it, dude.
All right.
Like when Dylan makes this highlight, he's not putting the ukulele song.
Yeah, that's just fire. I cry every time.
That was in 50 First Dates. That rendition was good.
Okay.
All right.
Dude, I thought that was gonna smash.
No. Let me cook. Give me. I've had the time of my life. Dirty Dancing.
That was
Dirty
that was gonna be I had that in mind. Is the time of my life? Is that what it's called?
Yes, it is. I think it's I've had and then in parentheses time of my life.
Time of my life. From Dirty Dancing. I see what you're doing. See, now I just feel like I'm on such thin ice that I can't take risks. But I like taking risks. Like I feel like that's kind of my game. Is like I take risks and think of shit that. Oh, I know what you're gonna do. I know what you're gonna do. But do I want to choose 2 songs from the same franchise?
You can if you want.
But no. But now I'm in a weird place. I can come back. I can come back. I know what song you're talking about, and you getting it at 3-4 is gonna be big. But I can't take the same franchise. I cornered myself, guys.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty much won this because I got some in the back pocket that I'm like very confident about.
You know, part of me thinks that like Disney will save me, but then I feel like it won't.
It could. It could. Dude, I can go anywhere now. This is great. I got probably hands down 1 and 2. This is tough. Tough showing.
And it's hot in here.
For Snaxington. The heat's up.
The heat is up. Okay. I'm going to go Disney. But now it's the whole what's the best Disney movie? What's the best Disney soundtrack? Fuck, dude. Oh, my God. Okay. I'm going to choose. Fuck! I'm going to choose this one because as the movie, and it also stands alone.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
I'm going to do Can You Feel the Love Tonight? Elton John.
That's good.
For The Lion King.
That's good. That's good. I'll give that to you. That's a good pick. That's a good pick.
Is
that's
it?
A good. That's a.
I'm going to do Can You Feel the Love Tonight? Yes, I can.
That's a good pick. That's a good pick.
Oh, God.
This is good. I feel good about my
But
pick.
now that I already picked it, should I have done Circle of Life? Yeah?
Yeah.
Is that the one? Should it have been Circle of Life? Is it more iconic? Is that how it is that how we're
beginning of the movie?
I'm not doing this right. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna change my answer.
All right. Oh boy. All right. I can either take that one or I can save it for later. Save it at the end, dude. That would be crazy. All right, dude. I got. Okay.
Yo.
All right. We're gonna take our first hip hop one.
Okay.
Give me "Lose Yourself."
Ooh.
By Eminem.
Yeah, dude. You're wiping me, dude. Ooh, you're wiping me, dude. Fuck. 8 Mile. I love that movie, man. Fuck! Oh, that's a really good one, dude.
Dude, we're cooking.
I'm crying, guys. So I got 2 more.
I'm also.
I already know one of yours,
guy,
and
so.
I can just take it, but I just don't.
You could if you want.
I don't think it's gonna help me that much.
Yeah, you could if you want.
But is that defense? You know what I mean? To make sure
I
that
think-
you don't have it.
I think at the end of the day, I got a lot. So I think just make the best list possible, or play defense and see how it goes.
Matt, Snax needs a Hail Mary. I need a banger, dude. Oh God. Oh, okay. Okay. Let me. I watch a lot of movies. I'll be honest. Like I do watch a lot of movies, but it's this, and then it's fuck me, dude. And I think I overthink this. I think I overthink this a lot. I have some songs in mind that I can pick. Classic. Some like you know, I'm just being transparent. I'm thinking about like Frozen. Huge. You know what I mean? But like I feel like that's not gonna like help me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, bro. Fuck. Okay. No, fuck. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna stay true to myself. And I think that people, the educated online will back me on this. I'm gonna go from The Bodyguard, Whitney Houston's I Will Always Love You.
It's a good pick.
If you know, you know. Standalone song, huge. For the movie, huge. Whitney, I'm locking in Whitney. I'm hot. I'm sweating.
Dude, this one is coming so far from left field. This pick that I have in my mind. This pick is this is a great slept on pick. Probably it defined an era of partying.
Oh, fuck!
Give me Pursuit of Happiness remix from Project X.
Dude, you are so good at this game. DJ Rays, what's up in the comments? What up, baby? Oh, I'm getting waxed. But he picked the category. He thought about it. You know what I'm saying? Pursuit of Happiness remix. That's a great pick. I love the versatility. I love it. It's great.
Hell yeah.
It's great. It's great. It's great. It's great. Okay. We're back. We're good, guys. We're good. We're good. I think we're seeing the common theme with mine I think we're seeing how much of a softie I am. You know what I mean? My fifth pick. Oh, God. Okay, so just because it's the last pick, I'm going to tell you what, like, some honorable mentions.
Sure.
All-Star, Shrek,
bro,
was,
fire.
like, in the world for me, and, like, but I didn't think it was strong enough. I'll Make a Man Out of You, Mulan, was in mine for me.
A lot of Disney.
Yeah, I know. But that's why I'm like, maybe that's where my picks are weak, because I'm just a Disney fucking loser, dude.
I got a crazy Disney one that you haven't mentioned. I don't know if you'll take it. You can if you want.
That's what I mean. I don't think Disney can save me right now. Like, again, the Frozen Let It Go was in mind. I saw comments for Tokyo Drift, which was
Fast and Furious.
fire, but like, I Can See You Again for Fast and Furious. Like, these are just songs I just don't think are strong enough for me as it stands right now. I saw Something in the Way, Nirvana for the Batman movie. That's fire. Great pick. Great pick.
Who said that one?
I think The Real Ordeal said that one.
That's a great pick, dude. That's a slept-on one.
Yeah, that's a really. But I think if we did like 10, that would make it. But it's 5. Should I play defense? I think my defensive pick is better than any other offensive pick that I could do. This is a panic pick. I'm going to go Eye of the Tiger.
That's crazy.
From the Rocky
I can't
franchise.
believe, dude, I got Rocky on my leg and you're going to take that from me? Okay.
I'm going to take Eye of the Tiger. Super iconic, 80s. We could have done Hearts on Fire. We could have done Footloose. I also was considering, but I fucking hate that song. So we're going to do Eye of the Tiger. By who is it by? Survivor?
Survivor, yep.
Rocky 3 on my team.
That's a good pick. That's a good pick.
What?
A recent
From what
one.
movie?
What song?
Bro, I'm a 90s baby. The Spider-Verse, I don't watch that shit. Tobey Maguire is my Spider-Man.
That is true.
Tobey Maguire is my Spider-Man. Fuck the Spider-Verse. I don't watch that shit. I'm 30 years old, bro. I'm not watching that shit. Tobey Maguire is my Spider-Man. I'm not watching the Spider-Verse. What, you trying to think of the fucking Sway Lee song? The Post Malone? Fuck that song, bro. Hell no. Hell no. Fuck that. I would have laughed at you if you said that song. Eye the Tiger, bitch. Put it on. I have 2 Rocky songs. I love Rocky. God damn it. Danger Zone's a great one, too.
Oh, bro, that's actually a great pick.
I saw a few people said Danger Zone in the comments.
I have, I'm not taking this, but for the Disney ones, dude, Phil Collins absolutely cooked on Tarzan.
So that's the thing about the Disney ones is because I have a debate all the time of just which Disney movie has the best soundtracks, period. Phil Collins on Tarzan.
Yeah.
Elton John on Lion King.
Yep.
Mulan has bangers. Like, it's just Hercules, the fucking gospel. Like, it's so, like, that's why Disney's tough, because then it's like, then you have that conversation. I thought, even I fucked up on the Disney one. Can You Feel the Love Tonight's a banger, but I guess I should have picked Circle of. I don't know, mate. I'm done.
All right, so I got, dude, this last one's an absolute classic. I don't know if a lot of people have seen this movie. What?
Matt said the Cubs song. Sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just saw it. I'm sorry.
What else do we got in the chat? Let me read off what's in the chat here. I don't see my pick in here, but American Pie.
American Pie is a good one.
What is Love?
Night at the
See You
Roxbury.
Again.
Yeah, those are good. Those are really good.
Anything good in there?
I mean, I read a lot of All the Stars from
Kendrick Lamar.
the fucking Black Panther.
Yeah, they must not watch this podcast. We don't like Kendrick in this podcast.
We could have gone crazy on Hans Zimmer shit. Like, I could have done like real deep, but like y'all ain't there yet. I could have done Dark Knight fucking soundtrack shit, but y'all ain't there.
All right.
Heads Will Roll, 8-track remix.
Yep. Same movie, but
yeah.
don't need it. All right, I got mine.
Oh, sorry. What I've Done, Linkin Park. Yeah, Transformers. Is that your pick? Was that your pick? That was your pick? That was your pick? I'm just reading the comments. That's what you did. That's your pick?
It was between What I've Done from Transformers or Freebird from Kingsman, but give me What I've Done, because ultimately that's my pick.
That's a big the ending.
The ending scene. What I've Done, Linkin Park.
Nail
That
in the
was-
coffin.
yeah.
What up? Directed by Michael Bay. What I've
Bro,
done.
that's
Linkin
funny. Who
Park.
said that? That was my
Fucking
pick.
EJ. I'm just running through the comments.
Guy, my fucking guy.
Oh God.
Wow. All right, Snacks. Let's
I feel like
read the list.
I feel like I just have a bunch of like number twos.
Number 2.
Bunch of number twos per round. Like all my picks are good. They're just not as good.
You took a number 2 in your pants.
Yeah. All right, the official But I Know the DJ most iconic songs in movies draft. Cammie V, My Heart Will Go On by Celine Dion from the Titanic movie. Time of My Life from Dirty Dancing. Lose Yourself from 8 Mile. Pursuit of Happiness remix from Project X. What I've Done, Linkin Park from the Transformer movies. Yeah, pretty tough to beat that. Immigrant Song, Led Zeppelin from Thor / School of Rock. That's a good one. Snacks, Gonna Fly Now, Bill Conti, Rocky's theme from the Rocky movies. Over the Rainbow, Somewhere Over the Rainbow from The Wizard of Oz. Can You Feel the Love Tonight, Elton John for The Lion King. I Will Always Love You, Whitney Houston from The Bodyguard. And Eye of the Tiger, also from the Rocky franchise. So let us know who you think won. Let us know which ones we missed. And yeah, tell me why Cammie won. I guess.
That was good.
That was fun, but that
good.
was tough.
Yeah,
That was really, really
Yeah,
tough.
there's some-
I kind of wish I got All-Star in there, but I don't think it would have saved. I don't think anything could have really saved me. After the Over the Rainbow, I think I fucked up.
Yeah, that was a tough number.
That's
2
classic,
pick.
though.
Yeah.
I pick, like, your oldest one is what? My Heart Will Go On. No, Time
Dirty
of My
Dancing,
Life.
yeah. That
So
was
you
like
got,
the
that's
80s, bro.
80s. I got the 30s, G. What's up? My boomers, what's good, baby?
This is never mind.
But thanks so much for tuning in. Shout out everybody in the comments. Shout out everybody who checked in live. Shout out everybody that's tuning in at home. After the fact, make sure you show love on any of the reels and any of the content that we clip off from this show. We appreciate all the love. And we'll see you next time.
Peace.